You're listening to All in Our Heads with Joe Fernandez and Mike Gaffney. Please enjoy the show.
Yo, we're live, dude.
Yo, what's up?
I think we're live. I have to check the Facebook feed on me.
That's the one thing I don't like so far is you can't, like, if I click on Facebook, you go away. I can't even, a little box of you doesn't show up.
Yeah, there's
you know
a...
how, like,
Oh, wait, yeah.
Like on Skype, I would see a little bit of you over everything. I don't even see you right now.
Oh, really? You don't see me at all?
Only if I close down everything. Like if I minimize it, there you are. But I have to have if I open up my Facebook or Chrome, this doesn't stay up.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, I can't be on Chrome and see you at all. I have to just look at you or do Chrome.
Oh, that sucks. Oh, yeah. I don't know. We'll have to figure it out. But the video looks better with Google Hangouts, so we're talking anyway. So,
yeah.
Welcome to the live All in Our Heads podcast, everybody. I'm going to go on my Facebook on my phone and share this shit. So,
I'm seeing it. I see, yeah. My fat face is perfectly square, so that's awesome.
Fat face perfectly square. That's really what we want. Yeah, so we're working out the technical bugs of Facebook live. So we could really use a producer. I'm kind of doing everything. I'm trying to be the co-host.
All right.
And run the
superhero.
I'm not trying to be a superhero. I'm just saying I gotta work with our sync and everything. There's a lot of issues, but people can hear it.
You just went away. It just went away in the main feed, just so you know.
It did?
It's gone right here.
I'm seeing it on mine.
I'm seeing it where I'm getting ready to share it, but where I shared it from is no longer a video. It just says the graphic All in Our Heads, subscribe to this, that kind of thing.
Well, that's the beginning of it.
No, but I was just watching us, and then it went to that.
Oh, well, I'm watching us right now live on my phone, so we're definitely live. Okay. So, is your phone live?
I'm not on my phone.
Okay, then.
I'm from my computer. I opened up the link for All in Our Heads, saw us, went to share the video, shared the video. In the shared video, we are running. On the page's video, it stopped.
Only on your end, not on this end. On everybody else's end. Oh, you're watching right now, it says. You and Dan Brake. What's up, Dan? Thanks for tuning in, buddy. So hopefully, it's lunchtime. People are at work. Probably won't get a lot of live viewers right now. But,
I figured probably no. That's what I was thinking earlier, too.
Yeah, but you just do it anyway. Because work out the bugs.
If we're doing live, should we do it around the 6 o'clock range? Yeah,
we're going to normally do it at night. But this, how's the All in Our Heads podcast been? Since we've been podcasting with our individual podcast and we made the Now What podcast that morphed into the All in Our Heads podcast, we've never had a day at a time. We're just like, you do it this week when? What time?
No, true. Very true.
That's the benefit of podcasting. They can listen to it whenever. It's not like, fuck.
Exactly.
And they can watch this live thing, whenever they want to. So, I did some thing. I can give you a full shot like this. I don't know if you could see it, but like your full screen right now.
Oh, let me see. I got to go back to what I was looking at.
Oh, you're not looking at it no more. Okay.
No, because...
Yeah. All right, well, I'll go back to the two
There I am. I see me. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you're a little bit of a lag from seeing you, but...
I know. It's a delay because you said that's what...
It's what happens.
That's the way...
That's what happens. But welcome, everybody. People, we enjoy doing these live podcasts, but we also would like you to subscribe at one of the apps. Laughable app, iTunes, or iHeartRadio. I was checking the stats the other day. Well, most people get the audio from Facebook. That's really like that Facebook link. When it posts, when I go up, that's where people listen to it at.
Really?
Not the.
They don't download it.
They must just like click on the link that's shared on Facebook and just listen to it then, because that's the most downloads is from Facebook, which is crazy. Okay. So there's apps, people. Laughable app, iTunes, iHeartRadio. You can subscribe and you know.
I think that most of the people, it's so weird. The app world and all the people who listen to podcasts on apps, I think a lot of those are comics listening to comics and like comedy nerds listening to comedy nerds. But regular Joes, I don't know if they care about podcast apps. I think they follow you, they like me, they like us, they listen to a link we post.
I mean, I'm seeing more and more of it as I talk to people about podcasting. It's, you know.
Well, people are asking. I was in Target, and this woman was asking me, believe this or not, she was asking me what kind of headset she can buy to put in her computer to run off an app that she has not to do podcasts, so she could talk and hear at the same device. Uh-huh. She asked me, and we all know how awesome I am at that stuff. So I told her it should work. It's probably not going to work, but she said, how do I know? And I said, I do a podcast, and I'm always futzing around trying to figure out how to get a headset and a microphone to work at 2 different ports, and it always seems to work itself out. And she goes, oh, what do you do on your podcast? And I told her what it was, and she's like, oh, that's clever. Now, she was an older woman, but she kind of was hip to the word podcast and knew that it had a theme. So I think slowly but surely people are starting to find that as a form of entertainment, time to pass the time in a long drive.
Yeah, totally. Free content, fun shit. You know what I mean? That's what we want people to do. That's what we want people to do.
That's our tagline: free content,
fun shit. That's it. That's what we're known as.
We can't charge you for this fun shit. Sorry.
No, one day we will when we have enough listeners. We'll give you
Isn't that fucked up?
Bonus shit.
You listeners right now, listeners right now in the hundreds that are there right now.
Yeah.
What Joe just said to you.
No, you'll always get the free. You'll always get the free. It's just maybe down the road we'll do extra, I'm saying.
Joe, listen.
What?
To my humble few listeners that are regular diehards, Joe just said pretty much that when we get a lot of listeners, you're going to start paying for special stuff.
I didn't say they have
now,
to. No, listen, no. First off, Mike, you shouldn't shit on the business model of the thing you're trying to sell live on the podcast. That's all. See, Mike is awful with money and business and all this stuff. So he's so honest that he just shits on something before it gets successful. Mike assures his non-success by keeping it real, by keeping it 100.
Our core listeners know who I am. Our core listeners.
I'm not saying we charge them.
Follow us forever, whether we charge or not. I'm only busting your balls, Joe.
Like BJ said, you should pay us. That's right, BJ. We should pay you to listen.
I'm glad I can't read any of the Facebook things right now because I don't want to see that.
Right.
What I was my busting balls were. You didn't let me get there because Joe had to let everybody know how shitty I am as a businessman before I got to the joking of the whole thing. You ass face. Is we're asking you people to share. We're always saying, "Hey, can you share our links? Let people know." But now we just said the incentive to do that is eventually we'll charge you.
No, I'm not saying that.
I know, but that's what it sounds like, and that's what I found funny.
Yeah, well,
like, hey, help us blow our business up so we eventually can charge you for the free shit we're giving you.
No, not you. We'll always be free. I'm just saying, you got to try to grow shit. That's what the point of this is.
Absolutely. Why are we doing this?
That's like when you start off in comedy, you just do free shows because you have to until you start getting paid. You know what I mean?
But anybody who's delusional to why me and you are set up with microphones and fucking apps and shit like this, to not think that eventually we want to see a return on the investment is an idiot.
Right, sponsorship, anything.
Me and you could have a conversation without microphones and Skype.
Yeah, we could. We actually have. Let me tell you something. This podcast is basically a conversation that Mike and I would have anyway during the week.
If you are listening or not. Yeah.
We don't record all our conversations, but we have some great podcasts that are totally unattended.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like straight up, like on the way home from gigs, and it's almost like I wish you could like podcast at that moment. Like, man, this is so fresh. This frustrating thing that happened to me. But by the time next week comes, I'm like, yeah, this thing happened. It was You're like, all right.
It was abroad. She talked.
I've already talked about. I already talked about it.
Never mind. Yeah.
I got a clip. Bada bing.
Yeah, but normally it's so funny. We used to talk a lot more, and now because of the podcast, I feel that you're like, I'm just going to talk to him. I don't want to blow my load on Monday, and then we got a podcast on Tuesday and come up with something to say.
Oh, no, that's definitely not a thought in my head. No, I try not
to work out like that.
Yeah, no, I just don't.
It seems like.
I always think I'm bothering people when I call them. That's why I always hit a text first. Like
listen, that's it. Because you're not a savage. You should text first before just calling randomly. What are you doing?
No, but sometimes I random call because I can't text and drive. So if I'm in my car, you're just getting a call.
And I'm fine with that. Because I know it's random. It's only once in a while. But if you're like, I feel like talking. Hey, what's up? What are you up to? Nothing.
Yeah. I do that. Usually on my way home from gigs. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
There's certain people that listen. I have certain friends that I can call that they can keep you an hour ride home, good conversation. But I have certain friends that I'll call. Hey, what's up? They're like, what's up? And then there's just nothing coming back, and you're like, why are we friends? Like you're nice to me. I know we eat, but like. You got nothing? You got nothing going on? Like I gotta be the whole hour talk, the whole ride home? Like you ain't got that happened to that happened to you this week? Well, wait to hear what happened to me this week, and then I get a little break from yapping.
Right.
Like I have friends that don't talk so much on the conversation. I feel like I'm hyped up on coke. I'm like, am I yapping? So why am I yapping so much? Like, because this person's just dead air.
And then you yap so much that if you stop yourself and like, all right, you know what? Silence is fine. And then you're like, I've been yapping for 10 minutes. This silence is way awkward now.
Yes, exactly.
More awkward than if I would have just fucking went with the flow of your flow, which we could have hung up in 3-minute conversation. Yeah. Hey, what's up? What are you up to? Nothing. Went to the movies. How was it? It was pretty good. All right, take care.
Yeah. That happened with me and James one time. James met me outside the studio to hand me some stuff, and I'm yapping with him. And then he goes, "You okay?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Yeah, you're like talking a ton." I'm like, "Yeah, because you're not filling silences. You're not filling the gaps. Like when I take breaths, you got to dip in. It's conversing. It's not talking, staring." Like,
I'm comfortable with silences, but it's gotta be like normal. I can't yap and then you have nothing in your own life that you can share today.
Yeah, so sometimes I
gotta go get light bulbs. Just tell me you got light bulbs. Fuck, nice. Which kind? Oh, the Eco light bulbs. They're good. They last a long time.
Yeah, and
then you're done.
Yeah, how do you have nothing going on? I haven't talked to you in a week. Hey, what's going on? Nothing. So I left you. You just been a numb motherfucker for 7 days. Nothing happened. You didn't have
you asked me.
You see, me and you have fucked up brains, so we always got something going on. I feel like average people are like, no, I really got nothing going on. Like people that don't have like psychotic neurosis and stuff, they're just like, no, just been watching TV. Really? No. Any good shows? Like anything to recommend? Nah, just the same old. Like, wow.
There's a lot of people like that on the planet.
Yeah, fucking bore fests. You're just like,
I'm not one of them. Like, just doing the same old. No, I don't want same old.
Yeah.
I mean, not that I'm living it up and like fucking on pirate ships and stuff, but I mean, it's not the same. I mean, I guess it is. It's the same in my world. It's just not sitting on a couch watching TV every night.
Yeah, I don't know. Fuck, I just, whatever.
No, I get it.
But yeah,
I get it.
So basically, this podcast is just us yapping for the new listeners.
Basically. You have anything on your mind, though, Joe? You want to talk about?
Do I have anything on my mind? I was just going over some of the comments on our live feed. This guy Johnny McCarthy says, I was listening, my boss walked in. I said, you guys are professionals. All right. And yes, Jessica, that is Mike at the Borgata. That is the Borgata room.
That is the Borgata.
And then BJ called Jess a degenerate. So we're ramping up good here on the comment section of the
and at the Borgata, it'll be tonight, tomorrow, and Friday, right? No show Saturday. So I was here Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So we got Wednesday, Thursday, Friday with Mike Katrobis. He's from Rhode Island or New Hampshire, maybe.
Okay.
From Boston area. And then with Jimmy Schubert, who is fucking hilarious just in the cafeteria.
Yeah, he seems like he's not much of a change from the hallway to the comedy stage.
So
like just funny.
But it's just like so funny. And he's just like a funny banter kind of guy. He's not like, it's funny.
Yeah.
Funny. Good hangs. Good. That's why I was late, because we were sitting in the cafeteria. Now I went down there by myself. I thought they both ate already. Turns out Jimmy didn't eat. So he came down and Mike joined him again. So we all were eating. And we just started talking and laughing and shooting the shit. And before you knew it, I was like, what time? So Mike was like, 8 hours to showtime. And I'm like, 8 hours. I'm like, oh, fuck. What time is it?
I know. And I'm sitting here with my headphones on like, is this podcast going to start? Because I got things to do. Mike, I'm going to call you. Sometimes you're Mikey Baseball Hats. I'm going to call you Mikey on time.
Yeah.
Hey, you want to do podcast 1:30? Yeah, sure. I'm sitting here 1:30. It's going to be, how about 2:30? I just woke up. I need to drive for a coffee, go get a steak dinner, and then I'll come back. And then at 2:30, be like, the steak came out a little. I had to send it back. So can we do it 4:30? It's like, yeah, no. I haven't planned anything else for the rest of my life today. Of course, we could do it 3 hours after you told me you could. I even gave you the option of picking the time, and it's 3 hours after that, and it's every time.
Oh, I wonder why I don't call Joe every day. Talking to my mom.
That was fucking, you know what I mean? You're a fucking grown man.
You know what
you gotta learn how to get places on time by now.
I get places on time. I don't get to this podcast. It's the only thing I don't get on time. I am on time and early to everything else. I do fuck up on this podcast because it's like, today I've totally planned on being 12:30.
Nah, I don't give a fuck. I'm just fucking with you.
I know you are. But the other times I'll be like, here's my problem. I will, all right, let's do a podcast 1 o'clock. And then since I have nothing to do before 1 o'clock, I pretty much don't do anything before 1 o'clock.
No.
And then around 12:40, I'm like, man, I need coffee, something to eat. I've been doing nothing. I need to get coffee and something to eat. And then it's, dude, can we do 1:45? Like,
hey, I want to do nothing in that time too, but I'm the dumbass sitting here waiting. If you could text me and be like, bro, I'm running late. I'd be like, all right, cool.
But I never know I'm running late until I'm running late.
Okay.
I always text you at like 20 minutes
just
before.
kidding. I don't give a shit. I honestly don't care. I don't care if this podcast ended today.
That's not cool.
Well, now we're getting all fucking. Now we're Mikey seriousness.
Nice. That wasn't nice.
Mikey baseball hats. Mikey on time. Now he's Mikey serious. You know, write a comment card. Shut up.
I might leave a post. I might Yelp you.
Yeah.
So you had nothing on your mind, Joe? Talking about how people never have anything on their mind. What have you been up to?
I have shit on my mind. You know what?
That's what I'm saying.
What I've been up to?
Yeah.
Well, I was laughing last night. I didn't want to post anything political, but I was definitely laughing last night about how happy Democrats were that they beat a pedophile, that they knuckled one out. They white knuckled one out. It's like, ugh. Like, I don't know.
Sick.
It's
I'm
almost
just sick of it all, man.
Robert Graber, what's up, dude? We've been good.
I'm sick. So you can do both right now. You can watch the screen and see your Facebook.
Yeah, man. I'm doing it all, bro. I'm doing it all.
Yeah, mine won't let me do that.
I don't know why. Well, I'm looking at you through my software that's going live, not fucking Hangouts.
Oh, okay.
You know
okay.
what I mean? So, but nah, man, I'm sitting there. I see like the guy. You know, they beat the pedophile. It's like you gotta have a little bit. I hope you guys have a better platform than that, because I don't know how many more there are in the Senate and Congress for you to beat. I mean, that's if that's your criteria for eking some wins out, you guys are in serious trouble. And your message may be not that great. Like if they're like, all right, we hate everything about them, but we can't vote for a pedophile, then you are in serious dog shit.
All the talking head Democrats and all the ones on all the news things where we beat that guy, we're awesome. But the guy who beat him, he never really mentioned him or the pedophile stuff or Donald Trump. He just talked about stuff that was important to, I guess. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because he's like, I'm in. Let's not get them investigating me for anything. Let's shh. Because I may have grabbed the butt
maybe
a time or two in Alabama.
Yeah, you don't want to sound too self-righteous.
Oh,
you know
no,
like,
no.
I can't believe you fucked a 17-year-old. And like 17-year-olds come out on you. You're like, but in Texas, that's legal.
Well, that's because that's what's happening to the liberals now. They've become the moral authority. So now they have to just get rid of everyone that did anything questionable. Yeah, no. Are you touching something? I feel something rubbing against. I hear some weird noise coming through.
What the fuck? You can't do anything. I can't do anything.
But you're rubbing something.
It was rubbing the wire that goes into the headset.
Well, we hear that.
How the fuck do you hear that?
Because I don't fucking know how. I just know it is.
So I was just doing this. Do you hear that?
Yeah, we all do, Mike.
Oh, my God. All I was doing was my little finger on a fucking wire. Like this. Just like this. I don't know why. Don't ask me why. Let's not try to figure it out.
How about I'll get you another wire you can play with for the next podcast if you got to play with a little wire. No?
The more I do this, the more I realize I'm a child.
Yeah. You are?
Yeah. I'm a fucking child. I need you to tell me how bad I am.
No, but isn't it funny, though, that the Democrats, they've become They've set themselves up for like awful, like an awful situation where anybody could accuse them and they just have to just back out because
that's kind of what's I know.
No, but I'm saying they really set themselves up in a bear trap
because they spoke too. Yeah, you start fucking so.
Yeah, because they didn't go through due process. Like, let's just settle down and like get due process. Yeah. They're like, oh, okay, no due process. Hey, he touched me. Well, we got to believe her. Al Franken, you're out.
Yep.
I mean, Al Franken had like 8, so I think at 8, you know, once the number's to 8, I mean, you got to believe at least 4 of them. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Like, 100%.
So, sorry, Al, you're not.
We were joking about this earlier, talking about Schubert's like they send these guys to like sex class, like to learn sexual harassment. It's like, if you're fucking 50 years old and you don't know the difference, you weren't raised right. You should have already known this.
Yeah, that is true.
You weren't raised right. Like what are you gonna like? And then we were joking around, like you're in class and like, oh, wait a minute, hold on here, let me get this straight. So I'm gonna throw this out there. I probably already know the answer. Can I just whip it out? Like if I felt like whipping it out, like with a broad next to me. Can I do that? I can't. Oh, my God. Am I red? Because I feel like I just learned that. Holy shit. Oh, my God. I'm embarrassed because I thought that was fine. Like, if you know what's good and what's not, if you're questioning what sexual harassment is, then you probably have sexually harassed a lot of broads. I got to be honest.
Oh, yeah.
If you don't know the line, then you're fucked up.
Yeah, I mean, think about it though. Like a lot of people say, like, "Oh, I never knew this guy was like that," and I gotta believe that because to a degree, because I can't name one person I know that I knowingly know is a creep like that.
Right.
Yeah, one of them has to be.
Right.
Like just sheer percentages. Somebody that I know, even like half friends with, especially in our circle. You know what I mean? Like people we've hung out with. You know.
Right.
Like, I don't know, man. It's.
But I
just can't believe the creep, the level, the sheer amount of creeps, man. Mario Batali. I mean, I'm not shocked. I mean, he's a fat ginger. I mean, I don't know. I feel like
got a lot going on.
Got a lot going on.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not excusing it, but I'm not shocked. I'm like, if you put a room full of people and said, "Who's the groper?" I'd be like, "Fat ginger." What? Why? I don't know. Just Looks like that's his evil power. I'm going to move on.
If he's not, just pull him out of the lineup. He's just got to get out of the lineup.
Fat ginger in
the whole lineup.
Fat ginger in a smock. In a
chef smock.
In a chef smock. Yeah, I don't know. He looks like he grew up shit. I don't know why.
But like I've hung out with dudes who put out a creepy vibe. They flirt like kind of like a little overboard flirty.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that kind of creep people out. Maybe nobody would call it sexual harassment because you're not in a workplace.
Right. But
like I've seen guys hit on, you know, comedian broads that are, there's just a little too much. It's like, you know, dude, you're not. It's not. I've been at Home Depot when I worked at Home Depot. Yeah, I've seen guys flirt with women and kind of like crass about it, and like some women just like maybe they blew it off and like they didn't call it sexual harassment. But I can see where guys do this behavior for years and years and years and get away with it and not think it's anything wrong with it.
Yeah. Hey, BJ Caraccioli says odds are it's one of you guys. Hey there, fucker.
Yeah, is that what it said?
Yeah, why would you say that, man? That's so mean. BJ's a ginger. That's why he got mad at my ginger comment.
That's right.
He's a ginger. Yeah, but he's not a fat one. He does CrossFit. He lifts car tires across the room.
Oh, you got to make up for something.
Yeah.
I don't pick up shit.
Don't you have a chain you have to gather up or something? Whatever you guys do over there. CrossFit looks like I have a junkyard, but I don't know what to do with all this shit. So let's just move it over there. Yeah. It's gonna move.
We're gonna put this rusty car engine. Bring it over there.
Yeah. Why join a CrossFit gym? Just go to a junkyard. Be like, yo, you need me to move shit around?
Yeah.
So I'm paying like $200,000 a month for this shit. Can you pay me like $10 an hour? I'll move those big tires all over the place. If you got chains, I throw them. I'm good. I wear tight outfits. If you're gay, you'll like this. I'm just saying. But no sexual harassment. So okay. But yeah. So that's that. I just found it to be very weird that the fucking these people were almost like I get it. Like a victory, this pedophile's not a senator, but it's like it just seemed like a hollow victory.
Absolutely, come on.
You know what I mean? Just like, ooh.
Oh yeah. No, you can't hang your hat on being a pedophile.
Yeah,
like this is our new platform.
I picture them in the war room of Democratic headquarters. Like, all right, who else is the pedophiles? That's how we're gonna win America back. Democrats, we don't touch kids. Wow. I don't know. That poster's not going to fly too well. But that's that.
They're embarrassing. The whole thing is it's making me uncomfortable. Not the sexual harassment thing. Just like we were talking the other day, I woke up, Monday morning to the horrible attempting of a suicide bomber by a fucking guy from Bangladesh. Just say that out loud. That's why.
Yeah.
What Bangladesh? You make me a fucking falafel. What are you doing to yourself? You're making a bomb that blew a hole in your stomach, you fucking moron. Like, yeah,
what a failure.
You're just a failure at everything. But anyway.
I mean, yeah, I don't know what Allah likes, but he don't like that.
No, I can tell you, you're gonna come a little shy on your virgin list. You're gonna get maybe 7. But 7 bull dykes. Like, what happened to my virgins? Because you suck.
He'll have Mario Batali groping him in heaven. That's what he'll have.
That's it.
That's what failed suicide bombers get.
I woke up that morning and I had saw my Twitter and somebody put on Facebook a video feed of the news, and I was like, oh fuck. So let me put on CNN. Right? Mm-hmm. Just happened, bombing. It was like 30 minutes since the bombing. I put on CNN, and what are they talking about?
What?
Talking about Donald Trump maybe losing his mind. He drinks caffeinated sodas.
Caffeinated soda? Who gives a shit?
This is what they're not even talking about the bombing. They're talking about how he's got a personality disorder. They think he's losing his mind. They're watching his speech is fucking up since, like, he's losing. Like, that's why his sentences are never complete. I'm like, what? Did you guys know there was a bomb? I don't even know what's happening in the bombing. I didn't know there was only one dude got hurt. It was the dummy that bombed himself. At that time, it's still new.
Mm-hmm.
Port Authority got bombed. Can we put that on? And I'm nowhere going to ever turn to Fox for information. So that's never happening.
Right.
However, CNN, I was like, fuck this. And I put on local news, like Channel 7 News. And I was like, oh, there you go. There's the bombing.
Uh-huh.
CNN's talking about how does CNN not get that they're moving further and further away from a solution?
Because they suck.
Further and further away. There's no the collusion thing. Listen, stop saying the word collusion. Listen, if you're out there and you don't believe that Donald Trump had real interests in Russia and that might have swayed Russia's helping him, if you can't put those two together, then you're retarded. I don't want to talk to you. That's number one. Do I believe Donald Trump sat down with Putin and was like, how are we going to do this? No, I don't believe that happened. Do I believe that Donald Trump was dumb and was open to any help, even though it was a fucking foreign nemesis? Yes, I think he's that dumb.
Yeah.
But do I believe there was this masterful collusion plan? I don't know if it was on Donald's end, but it definitely was on their end. And I think Donald has so much financial interest in Russia. That's why he'll never talk shit about them, because he needs them. And if you can't put those two together, you're dumb. You're not a human I want to talk to. You're not a human I need to talk to. But I don't, the colluding, drop the word collusion and just fucking admit, just stop saying it and stop spending 17 hours the fact that one guy read an email from a Russian. I'm done.
Yeah, he can't be the stupidest guy in the world, yet you believe he, pulled off the greatest political heist in American history. So it's like you can't have it both ways. This guy's so dumb. Well, if he did it, then he's fucking very intelligent. But like you said, Absolutely. He's just probably like, yeah, whatever you got to do to help me win to other people.
That's because he's about winning. He's a fucking he needs to be the best. So if some criminal's like, yo, bro, I got information for you. I don't give a fuck. Give it to me.
It's just like the way the mob used to do things. It's like you rarely heard the boss say like go whack a guy, but it's like a head nod. Right. Whatever you guys got to do to take care of the situation.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Whatever you got to do to take care of the situation. That's it. But
I just wish CNN would stop it. Stop fucking dragging these stories out. And do you hear what he said? He said this bad word. Enough. You're moving further away from the center where you need to be. You're moving further away.
Yeah. Fuck them.
It aggravates me. It just all aggravates me.
Yeah. Fuck it then. We're not going to get into it. Fuck it. I just really wanted to talk about the weird fucking... Just the weird way people like it's almost like fucking like there's I don't know, the weird celebration of beating a pedophile by a few votes just it was odd.
Oh, absolutely. Last night I put it on and they're all it's like they're like, oh, this is a loss for this guy. Like, come on, man. There's people in his base that he's not losing them. Stop it, man.
Yeah, I'm almost so tired of hearing anything that I'm like, I think I'd rather you all shut up and then we just try and beat them in a couple of years.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, enough. I can't. It feels like enough. Right, just enough.
And listen, I had this feeling: if you want to take up arms, if you want to join a cause. Run for government, get on a committee that fucking improves things that you believe in, then do that and speak loudly about those. But all it is opinions, and it's just enough.
BJ said, can we talk about Joe's political post that he deletes in 30 seconds? I do that all the time. Yeah, and he screen caps them. And he'll send it to me. I'll be like, then I delete it. Then he's like, because I have a thought and I just put it out that I'm like, I'm out. I get like, why, Joe? What do you think you're accomplishing with this?
You're like, oh no.
Because this is what I said to myself. What do you think you're doing? Like, I'm trying to hold myself to this criteria. If I can get it in the form of a joke that because I'm a comedian, I'll post it. Right. Or if I feel the only thing I'll do is about healthcare, I'll be serious about that because that's the only thing that bothers me.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, that's what you believe in.
Something I believe in. Like, fuck the tax thing. They're doing it whatever. I'm not talking about it.
Yeah, and I don't understand enough of it.
No, I'm too dumb. I just listen, man. I just pay my tax.
I get the overall concept of the tax thing, and I get it's like, it's like what Reagan did that everybody thought was successful, and then we found out years later that it wasn't successful, and that it was just a smoke and mirrors, and there's no such thing as trickle down. There's no huge company that's going to save millions of dollars and go, I want to help out people. Never happening. Never happening. And for them to sell that to dumb Americans that buy it, and that dumb American who's still going to be jobless because he was waiting for someone to hire him because that guy saved $1 million in taxes, he'll figure it out.
Do you think it's stupid? Like sometimes, like somebody told me, you shouldn't delete your posts. You should just don't let those motherfuckers tell you what to post. And I'm like, I've put up a couple of things. I just feel like, who cares?
Listen, I believe if you believe it, if it's something you want to say, I think you should say it. Fuck people.
Yeah, I mean, like, my wife makes fun of me. She goes, no, you like to needle people. You just like to put things out. I go, yeah, that's when I joke. But, like, I always feel like people should know I'm joking. Like, when I say, so what's everybody thinking about?
Yeah.
This. And it's almost like I'm like, really? You think I really haven't seen everything you guys have been saying about that?
Anybody have any thoughts on Alabama?
Yeah. Anybody have any thoughts about Me Too?
Yeah. Right. And then people go, "What are you kidding?" You're like, you didn't know that I saw a million posts.
And then I don't dip back in. They just go.
That's different. But when you have a real something to say, I think you should be able to say whatever you want. I mean, I've stopped.
I just never want to look like I never want to look like the douche that I think other people are. I think that's what makes me pull back.
But you know that you're genuine, man. It's just like
listen. I know that I'm genuine. Maybe some of these people are genuine too, but like in their actions. But like, I feel like they look like a douche. So I'm like, why? Yeah, why am I doing that? You know?
Right.
Like.
Yeah, I see some of the people that I don't like post, and that gives me incentive not to post because I don't like them.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you know what, man? I don't want to go into debate here on Facebook because everyone's got an opinion, and I don't want to deal with it.
Yeah, there was a big thing. There was a thing on 60 Minutes about one of the founders of Facebook who said it's ripping apart the fabric of our society.
100%.
You think so? You think it's that serious?
Abso-fucking-lutely, bro. That's how I said 2 weeks ago that we should just fucking shut down all social media for a year and watch how we all fall back into place. It's too much decisiveness, division. Not decisive. What's the other word? Divisive.
Divisiveness?
Is that the right way?
Divisiveness?
Not that. It's divisiveness, I think.
Divisiveness?
Whatever. I'm not doing this again.
Anybody in the comments, tell us what the fuck we're trying to say.
Divisiveness, I think it is.
Yeah. It's divisiveness.
Don't pay attention.
Trying to read James's word. Divisiveness. Divisiveness. Hey, BJ. He says, wow, thanks. You really changed my mind. About what? What were we trying to change people's minds on?
So anyway. Divisiveness.
Fuck that guy.
I'm glad I can't read some of this stuff.
Yeah.
You read it and you can keep it to yourself.
Maybe he's just making fun of like posts like, oh yeah, you've really changed my mind.
Exactly.
Okay, I see what I see what you're doing. Yeah, because Tom Sawyer said, I just want to find the one person who read a meme and it changed their entire opinion about any issue.
Exactly.
Oh, BJ's joking. Okay.
But see, like I just think there's so many opinions. We rip each other apart. If your opinion isn't my opinion, if you think like this, if you like that, I don't like this. It's just so much division about everything. And people's or just it's all right. I didn't know how some people felt about some things, and I wish I still did.
Right.
I don't want to know how much you hate something.
Everybody hates everything. It's
and if I love it and you hate it, it just sucks, man. And fucking Facebook is the culprit, man. It is too much. Facebook and Twitter are too much. Put Instagram.
That's why I love Instagram, because it's photos. It's like fucking videos, pictures of fucking lakes and shit. Your fucking family photos. It's nice.
Yeah, it's nice.
You know what I mean?
I mean, not the way you said it, but it is nice.
No, it is. It's fucking. It's highlights. It's not political. I don't find Instagram to be political. At least not my feed.
You know, some people put memes and they put like goofy political memes, but I don't even care about that, because the thing about Instagram, it's awesome. The comments aren't blaring. It's not the comments that stand out. It's just a picture.
Well, you
have to really go in.
Right. You have to really go in. Exactly.
You know, like on Facebook, that's what you see. Oh, look at this. 78 comments on this thread. What are they yapping about?
I mean, Facebook, I love it because I get to see my family, my nieces and nephews grow up and like all the pictures and stuff. That's what I love about it. You know what I mean?
You can see them live, though, right?
No, I can, but they live, busy life. You don't get to see them every day. You know what I mean?
It's nice. No, that is nice.
You know,
I like that it put me in contact with some older friends that I hadn't talked to in 30 years. That's pretty cool. I like that I could see my family in North Carolina and Florida, see them. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And I don't mind seeing comedy friends and some jokes and goofy video here and there.
I like it for the most part. I think I've been doing the hide feature from people a lot, where I feel like my feed is not as crazy as it used to be. I hide a lot of crazy motherfuckers. You know what I mean? Because
I think the point of the founder, though, what makes it sense, what makes it true, is, last year when people were sharing all these fake videos, and even dumb friends like we have, they share fake links, and you're like, "Is this true? I think it is." And why the fuck do you think it is? The fuck is wrong with you?
Well, people will believe anything they read. You know
right.
What I mean?
Hey, what's up, Code?
Yeah, see, Cody, I'm going to put you full. Oh, there he is. People at home can see him. Hey, Cody, what are you doing, bud? You want to go out? I'll put you full. All right. What are you saying?
So anyway, I think that's what he means by the division and how it's fucking corrupting the fiber of our country. It's because there's so much put in the system. There's so much that we're putting up on Facebook, fake videos, fake news, fake this, fuck. I hate you. I hate you. I hate you. I hate your guy. I hate your guy. I hate this the way you think. I hate the way you think. It's just, that's all it is. I mean, there is a lot of good stuff on it, but there's a lot of that on it. And that is what's ripping us apart. It is. It's ripping us apart. It's ripping us apart because
we're too stupid to vet what we believe and what we read.
No, but I'm saying, but if you, Joe, posted something about, if you posted a video saying, and I'm not saying you're going to do this, that I believe everything about Roy Moore is a good guy, I don't think any of these cases are true. I know you very well, Joe. I would be like, Joe, you serious, man?
Right.
I don't want to know you think like that, you dummy. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're my friend. You're like one of my best friends. I don't want to think that you're the fucking moron. So there's a lot of things that people might have felt that they shared a link because somebody else put it on their wall, and it's just, I don't know, man. It just isn't healthy. It's not healthy, and it's not healthy it's fucking us up. I really see that as fucking us up.
Yeah, I was talking to KP one time. She always sees me like rail against. Like I find you. I mean, on the podcast here, you've seen it. I argue both sides a lot. I'm not. I see some conservative points of view, and like KP said, like based on what I posted, he goes, you must not see a lot of liberal stuff in your timeline as much as he does. Like he sees more liberal shit because he's friends with more comedians than me. Like I only friend comedians like I've met. You know what I mean? I'll just randomly, because he's always telling me about all these crazy liberal people. And I'm like, who are they? I don't see any of that. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like I see everybody for Trump in my feed. You know what I mean? I don't see any. I see very little.
You might want to look at that, Joe.
What? Oh no, I'm just saying. I have.
No. Yeah.
But yeah, is it ripping apart? But like, I don't know. I don't know if it really is or it appears to be. I mean, what? I don't know. Do you think it really is ripping?
Dude.
I mean, George W. Bush got in before social media, and everybody hated him. And everybody, not only did everybody hate him, they hated him so much, and he got reelected. And this was like way before social media had any control over elections.
No, it's not about that.
Yeah,
it's not about the elections. This had nothing to do with politics. My point.
Oh, just sheer hate and people just being.
Yeah, it's division.
But don't you think the politics is what divides people? The guns, the shootings.
No, but I'm saying that's real stuff that we would have all right, for like you would have a strong opinion on, like the Columbine shooting. That was before social media.
Yeah,
I have a strong opinion about that, and other people did too. But that's stuff that moves the country forward. A million people who hate the way Trump said a word, and another million people telling those million people to go fuck themselves for hating the way Trump said something is unproductive and actually hurts us because it makes everything us and them. Everything.
Because I feel like people aren't adults anymore. It's like, okay, you'll listen. I remember
learning that. But you're learning it on social media. You would have not come up to this. I don't think people are adults anymore if you didn't see all their actions.
Right, because people just can't accept. It's like they have no acceptance. Listen, man, I remember when Bush got elected, people were like, he's like Hitler. He's going to bring us to world war. He's going to end the world. We're going to have a nuclear war. Oh, I remember that. You know what I mean?
I don't remember that, but I'm sure it can.
No, I do. I do remember that. It's like, just accept. Like, just, all right, let the government do what they want to. I feel like it's devolving, like we don't win elections no more. It's like we're going to try and get them out of office when they're in office. Let's try and find some dirt on them. You know what I mean? It's like, in the more you keep doing this, the more anyone's ever going to find a time where we're going to work together. It's like, because every guy that gets elected is the worst guy that was ever in office. And it's like, just accept that the guy won. But
that's the political angle of it.
I know, but But I'm saying though. But I feel like it's what's fractured us the most. It's like, all right, you don't like Trump. I don't like Trump, but accept it as an adult that he fucking got in. And if he got in a schmarmy way and the investigation comes back, fine. But just fucking shut up about it already. I don't need to read every fucking blog you've read that's written by someone that already feels the way you do. It's like, you want to show me how smart you are? Show me an article that challenges your beliefs that we know you have. You know what I mean? Show me that you're challenging yourself.
That's great. And most people aren't going to do that. So
No, I know they're not. I'm just saying though. But like, listen, if Facebook was just fucking pictures, if there was no politics, there would be no division.
Oh, listen, I'm going to keep it so how. Again, forget politics. First day back to school, all the kids posting pictures, all the parents posting pictures of their kids going back to school, blah, blah, blah. You will see, depending on how many friends you have on Facebook, at least 5 miserable cocksuckers say enough. You're not all your kids are cute.
Yes, those are miserable motherfuckers. Yes, now I know what you're talking about.
So that division of us and them, they post pictures of kids, I don't give a fuck about your kids. And then they talk, and then a whole bunch of retards who don't give a fuck about pictures of kids get to talk. And then all the parents who are proud of their kids go, well, we love our kids. We don't give a fuck. Why was that division necessary? It wasn't.
No,
that's what's happening.
That's what
on Facebook.
Yeah, those are some miserable motherfuckers. It's like, how can you see, like, back to school pictures flood your feed? I think it's adorable. Like, what is it that you're looking for? What is it that you're looking for in your news feed? That, like, these kids that are happy to be back to school with the new outfits. It's like the new book bag. They got the sign. It's like it's a friend you grew up with, and it's almost like, whoa, man, I remember her when I was in school. Her daughter looks just like her. Like, I love that shit.
Right.
That's what I love about Facebook. Like,
right.
Yeah, you're a real miserable motherfucker if you're like, enough.
That's what I'm saying. But that happens with everything.
Food pics. People, enough with your food pics. It's like, why, dude? This fucking sandwich looks banging, and I want to tag this place.
My sandwich looks better than any picture you posted of your face.
Right.
So shut the fuck up.
My sandwich looks... That should be a funny meme, dude.
Yeah.
My sandwich looks better than any picture you posted of your face, so shut the fuck up. Yo, somebody make that meme. We'll put it on the All in Our Heads podcast Instagram page.
Yeah. But I mean, like, you're like the World Series, whatever. All right, enough. I guess everybody's watching the game. Who cares? Like, why do you? And then that person gets 80 people who also are assholes to share, and that's what Facebook does. It brings out the people who hate and the people who, it just brings us out for no reason, for no gain. Political is a different thing. If you have strong political views on something or whatever, maybe Facebook isn't the place for it, but I get that. But everybody watched the finale of Breaking Bad. Got to be honest, never saw an episode. Happy about it. Me either. Fuck that show. Blah, blah, blah. And 100 people hate. Like, what was the point of this?
Yeah.
That's what I think the guy means. That, like, if you, Joe, posted, I love chili, and some guy comes on and says, fucking chili's horrible, and then it's just, why? Just, can't I love chili, man? I don't understand. I just don't understand. And that's what's happening. Facebook is destroying that.
Yeah. That's why I tell, it's like you tell people, just then don't follow me. You don't like fucking pictures of my dog or my food or fucking whatever. I don't know. I'm pretty good at like if I start seeing repetitively some psychopath in my feed just being a dickhead to people, or I'm like,
right.
I'll keep you fucking as a friend, but you're hidden.
Right.
Because one time, dude, I unfollowed somebody on Twitter. This comic, I don't even know if this comedy no more. And bro, I got a fucking email. Yo, why'd you unfollow me? I'm like, how'd you know? I unfollowed you on Twitter.
Yeah, the program.
I know, but it bugged me the fuck out.
Yeah.
That's how much of a psycho you are. Do you have a program that fucking told you I unfollowed you? See, Facebook, you could see because we're not friends no more.
Right.
Like if I so that's why I have to unfollow people because I don't want no psychopath.
Right.
Knowing that I fucking unfriended them or blocked them. It's like crazy.
Yeah, I don't do any of that.
That bugged me out. I'm like, okay,
I don't interact with a lot of the assholes. So eventually the algorithm weeds them out of my system, I think.
Yeah.
But you see, I mean, there's some road. It's this is if you're one of these. You fall into this comedy category, don't take offense. I mean, try not to take offense to this. But the common theme that a lot of negative pieces of shit have on Facebook are older white road hack comics.
Right. Well,
they share.
Yeah, that's what we see because that's we're friends with comics.
And I probably and maybe you could put me. Some people say, "Oh, you're an older white." Fucking hack, whatever you want to call me, I don't care. I see a lot of those guys will post negative things about everything, not even politics, and they do a lot on the politics, but anything like, anything. They have something to say about it. It's like, I don't understand, man. I just don't understand. And they'll get 30, 40 people chiming in with the hate on the thing that they hate. It's like, it's unnecessary.
Yeah.
And Facebook is making that. Because I'll tell you right now, if you, before social media, if I went out and was like, and everybody's like, oh, did you watch the World Series last night? Nah, I don't give a shit about that. One other person standing next to me might be like, yeah, me neither. And we're done.
Right.
We don't have 80 people standing around in a corner. We hate the World Series. Like, fucking what? What are we all doing here?
Yeah, even that. You get, like, even when the World Series, like when the Yankees are in the playoffs, and you just like post them, like, yeah, Judge or Didi did this, and it's like, oh, I guess the Yankees are playing again. I guess there's, or they act like they don't know. I guess there's some baseball thing happening this week. Get the fuck out of here! You grew up in America. You don't know the playoffs are in October. You fucking schmarmy motherfucker. Get the fuck out of here!
It's just so. It's so
I guess
pathetic.
There's some sort of ball game on.
And then they get 12 fucking lamos to come right behind them. I know, you can give a shit about it. Bring on football. Oh, good Lord.
Yeah, bring on football where we get concussions and ruin people's lives. Yeah, football. Where we ruin families for years to come. Where daddy forgets who he is so he can get underpaid. The fuck out of here, football.
But that's what bothers me. Like because everybody, you love football. We can't love baseball. We have to love football. Like I said this on stage last week. I'm really trying to develop a bit out of it. I really want to. Like, what are we doing here, people? Yes, we all have opinions, but why is it that your opinion is so much more important than mine? Do you want everyone to live like you? Do we all have to listen to Led Zeppelin? Do we all have to wear white shirts? And what are we doing?
It's because of what you said. Because back before social media, if you're hanging out at dinner with a group of friends, you have some shit ass opinion, and nobody likes it, then you just say then you just stop. Or like they get the dopamine drip of the likes, the hearts, you tell them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I hear you.
Yo, I hear you. These, fucking, ugh. But I like the guy from the guy from Facebook. I felt was being a little dishonest. He's like, yeah, we had an idea that could get like this, but it's like, no, listen, you're an intelligent man and evil enough to know what you were doing. You can't create a platform like this and not know that it's going to devolve society.
I gotta be honest, man, and there's no way they saw it like this.
Oh, I did. I do. I don't think they're that. I don't think they're that truthful. I think. Listen, man. Facebook was totally built for advertising and to get this together. You can't tell me these guys are that intelligent. They couldn't have some sort of foresight that this could be a thing.
In 2004, no way, man. There's no way.
Not that
they were in a small community. I think they thought it was going to be around for people in their 20s, so you can market to those, the younger people, get some, sell some product to the younger market. But I don't think they thought, 72-year-old people were going to be scrolling Facebook. I do,
because I saw another 60-minute story one time about people that create like Instagram and stuff, and then they
I know that.
And they try to get you addicted to it and to keep your eyes on it.
Because they know what happened. But I'm talking in 2004 when these started to come out. I don't know if they realized. And then once they realized, they're like, oh, fuck.
Listen, man, I did Live Journal back in the day. It was like way before any of MySpace and everything. I remember you would just post about you.
Put you on, just you.
Okay. I remember Live Journal where you just posted your thoughts on something, and then I would get a ding if somebody commented on it. And it was like very rare. So when you got it, but I remember it being fucking... amazing, feeling amazing. You know what I mean? Like, wow, somebody's actually reading the thing I wrote. And I don't know.
Right.
So that's why I believe they knew way back then that this could be a thing. Because it's not.
I just don't because it like the approach of going to the colleges, getting your sororities and your those types of organizations. I think they were just looking for younger people, giving a younger people platform, and then it blew up, and they realized, oh wow, we've got people addicted to this. Now we're going to develop algorithms to keep you hooked.
Yeah, James said back when being angsty on the internet could get you laid. Yeah, man, you be on Live Journal, you get deep. You post some deep shit, and girls are like, man, that's interesting. Then you meet at a coffee shop and find out she's a weird broad that is obsessed with ABBA and has ABBA sheets and ABBA posters and asks you to watch an ABBA movie while you have sex. That was an odd girl.
That sounds like a story.
Very specific, but that is something that happened to me.
I don't think you were just ranting there.
No,
that wasn't a riff. That was actually a thing.
That was a real story. The ABBA girl.
Wow, you met her in like a LO chat room.
Yeah, I met. Yeah. She was like the first girl I met, and I
remember doing AO meetings. Mm-hmm. Remember, you put like an X if you wanted to share. Remember that?
Yeah.
You ever do AOL NA meetings? You like put like a V or something? I forget what letter it was.
I never did any online meetings.
Oh my God! You had to put. So I can't remember what was that you put in. You put something, and then there would be like there was a room chairperson, and then they would finally come to you and be like, "All right, Mike, time to share." And you're like, "All right, Mike." People were just, "Hey, Mike."
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I'm just really depressed today. Trying to get out of bed, blah, 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 rambling for 20 fucking minutes. But yeah, going into... But even that, I mean, like AOL chat, I don't know. I didn't see it like this. I just think there's just too much.
Yeah, it's too much.
Too much. I bet you if we could just pull the plug on social media for a year, I just think we would be happier people.
I don't think that'll ever. I mean, but on a realistic note, I mean,
it's not going to happen.
It'll never happen.
I think we're going to be happier people.
But what do you think we'll definitely be happier.
Answer is going to be, you know how like you have to make conscious decision to put your phone aside?
Yeah.
Like I've been on this with you talking. My phone is nowhere near me.
Right.
I don't need to know what's happening anywhere right now. I'm talking to you.
Right.
I think people are going to come to a conclusion, like I have lately, that social media is unhealthy.
I'm coming to that conclusion right now for myself.
Not even from. I'm just talking about it's unhealthy for me to know so much about people that are so. I just don't need to do it. I don't need to be so us against them anymore. I just need to be us. I don't need to be our team, your team. I'm done with it.
Yeah.
Social media is the reason why. If you look at my Facebook, the posts have definitely died down in the past like 3 months.
Yeah.
I just don't come on. I just don't interact as much anymore. And I think most people in society are going to have to come to that conclusion on their own and wean themselves off, because the money making social media is not going to do anything about it. They don't give a fuck if it destroys us.
No, yeah, you just have to be a personal thing. Yeah, I just try to be silly on social. That's why, like, back to the original, like back when BJ brought up that I delete my things. I'm like, listen, man, I want to be on social media as a comedian and to see, like, you know, be in touch with my, you know, my friends and family. So I'm going to try and keep my posts to comedy, you know,
right.
Pictures of my life, you know.
Right.
I'm going to try and keep my shit as positive as I can. And like I said, if I'm going to be negative about something or political, I'm going to try and couch it in humor, because that's what I do. You know what I mean? That's what I should be doing. People that follow me on there want that from me. They're not like, oh, we saw you at a comedy club, we followed you, and now we want your serious political leanings.
Yeah, true.
I mean, you can get that on the podcast if you want. We mix it up a little bit, but it's almost like sometimes like I'll post something and I'll delete it because I'm like, you preachy bastard. You know what I mean? Even though what I say I believe in, but it's almost like I'm like, do I, like, what am I trying to do here?
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? Like, why?
Yeah,
I'm trying not to be what I don't like. You know what I mean? I'm trying to.
No, and you can see that when you check your motives. Like, what am I doing here?
Right.
What's the point of this?
Right. Exactly.
That's why I delete a lot of shit before I even hit post, because I'll be like, what am I doing right now? Is this like a way to tell all the people I hate to go fuck themselves, wrapped up in these words? Is that what I'm trying to do here?
Exactly.
If that's the case, I delete it. I'm like, I don't want to do that, because that's just it's gonna touch the sensitivity of the people I hate. They're gonna come on my post and talk to me, and then I'm gonna get angry. It's not gonna be productive. It's gonna be useless.
And I'm not against having a political discussion on something, but the way I'm looking at it is, I'll go on somebody else's and have it on their comment section.
I don't
need to be the face. You know what I mean?
I'd rather be the face than the joining in. I don't want to join in. Yeah,
fucking. But that was that. Let me go. Actually, now we've been recording an hour. I want to go to. I had put out before if anybody had any questions for the podcast. We got a couple. Some are silly. KP Burke, I wanted to know what's the best burgers in Jersey. And he only says that because I took him. We went. Actually, KP treated me the other night. I took him to. We had the show at Uncle Vinny's on Saturday night, and went to Frankie's Bar and Grill. I like to go there at least once when I'm at Uncle Vinny's for a week with the crew afterwards. It's the best burger in New Jersey. Frankie's Bar and Grill in Point Pleasant. Yeah, and KP treated me to a nice burger. They cook it behind the...
Wow, KP treat you. I get nothing from that kid. Just drains me. Drains me from my spirit and my insight and gives me no burgers. Well, all right.
Well, I've known him 3 or 4 years now, and his first burger. So I've earned that burger. I've earned.
Yeah, I have too. I have too. Walking that kid off the ledge a few times. That's okay. That's cool.
But yeah, they cook the burger behind the grill, and like this broad that cooks it, she's like, it almost takes too long.
Hold on. They cook the burger behind the grill?
Oh, I'm sorry. The grill is behind the bar. My mind didn't work there. No, you couldn't. You said
that's why it was good, because you go behind the grill and cook it. It's a different way.
So stupid.
That's the secret.
You know where they cook food on the grill? They don't do that. They take the burger, they throw it behind the grill, and it just gets like half the flames. It takes longer that way. But you get all the floor soot and the stuff that's on the walls. That's where the flavor is.
In the wall soot.
They cook it behind the grill. What a Dumbo.
So the grill's behind the bar.
grill's behind the bar, and this broad that cooks it, she almost like makes a love to the meat. She's just like really like with her hands and massaging, and you're like, all right, I'm hungry. I get you're into it, but fucking throw that fucking patty on.
Nice.
But it's
good.
You got to do it. Frankie's Bar and Grill.
All right.
Frankie's Bar and Grill. Okay, that was the first question. We're not answering the second question because I said yuck because we did enough politics. But he said, "What are your views on?" I think he was joking. BJ said, "What are your views on the current tax plan the Republicans want to pass, and how do you think it will affect the middle class?" Yeah, no. Go turn on CNN or any other fucking station. They have that covered.
We talked about how it affects the middle class. I mean, I didn't read enough about it to know exactly how it affects us.
Scott Brennan asks, if you had to choose to save Mike or Cody from a house fire, who would you choose?
Well, really, I need to learn this one. I already know I'm dead.
Yeah, I'm sorry, bro. Because he's helpless.
Right,
he can't open doors like you can.
He goes on hikes with you. He keeps you company. I'm not doing none of that.
Right, and it's like, I mean, he's helpless.
I'll find another podcast, brother.
Yeah, so as if nobody knew the answer to that question.
Yeah, really.
Then this guy Chris Froworth commented, "Penis?" ? I said, "Can you elaborate?" And he said, "I'm so immature, I'm dying laughing." I'm just gonna let that one sit there, Chris, because that was your question. Penis ? Okay, Chris, I'll answer that. Don't show it to anybody. If this year's taught us anything, don't show your penis to people, even if you ask them. Even if you ask them.
Also, lesson, comedy, not that easy.
No. I don't think I don't know what he was trying for there. But Ritu Chandra are probably our longest listener.
Yeah.
I would, if there was a way to find out, she probably was our first download.
Yes.
Download number 1 was probably Ritu. She said, "I want to know how Mike can justify living when he's no longer able to eat chocolate. Makes less sense than me being a vegetarian." Do you know what she means?
Yeah, because I can't. Because I'm again self-diagnosed with this stomach issue, but I'm correct.
I'm self-diagnosed with this stomach issue, but I'm correct.
I'm gonna give you
haven't confirmed it with a doctor. How do you know you're correct?
Let me tell you.
All right. We're going to learn.
I've been having stomach issues for a few months now. So actually, this one issue has been reoccurring for a few years, but lately, for the past 3 months, it's almost every night. When I fall asleep, about an hour in, I'll throw up.
Okay.
And it's not like, it's like liquid, like the hot liquid will come up into my throat and make me gag, and I'll wake up, and it's horrible.
Okay.
And it burns, and it hurts, and it makes me sick. So I Googled what makes someone throw up in their sleep.
All
and
right.
the very first thing came up is GERD, G-E-R-D.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like an acid reflux, but it's like your your esophageal is weak, so it doesn't keep your stomach acids in. And you throw up as soon as you go to sleep at night, the bile comes up. And that's what causes it. Fried food, onions, caffeine, chocolate. What are my 4 food groups?
Those are my food groups.
Onions. Yeah, so
chocolate's off the list of all those? You couldn't just get rid of onions?
No, it's all of that causes it, not just one of. So I cut out fried food. I only drink half and half coffee, like half decaf. And I usually don't have coffee after 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Okay.
I'll have 1 cup, sometimes 2, but mostly 1 cup a day. I was drinking 4 cups a day. 1 cup a day. I haven't had chocolate in almost 20 days. And I haven't had any onions or fried food. And I have not thrown up at all at night.
Well, that's good. Can't you just take pills and still eat that food?
No, because I take an acid reflux pill and it still happens when I eat it. So I have to go. I have a doctor's appointment to go to the I don't know how to say the thing. Gastroenterologist. What the fuck just happened? Did you have a stroke in the middle of that word?
I was sounding it out.
You were not. You got the gastro, and then that's when you died. Gastroenterologist. Him. I have a doctor's appointment for that guy.
Thank you.
And he's going to shove the thing down my throat to see this, which I think I might have an ulcer, because one of the future side effects of this, if it continues to come up and eat away at my esophagus, is cancer.
Ooh.
So we need to cut this out as soon as possible.
Oh, shit. That sucks.
Changing my diet has definitely helped. Hasn't helped me lose weight because I'm not eating I don't know what the fuck. I'm still fat as shit, and I feel like I'm staying at the same weight. I guess you got to exercise or some shit. But
it's all diets, but it's tougher it's tougher the older you get, though. You got to try to ketosis shit, man.
Everything. What?
Ketosis. That's what KP says. That's how he lost all his weight.
Just throw words out.
He looks like a crackhead. He's got some ketosis diet he does.
What is ketosis, Joe? What is it?
It's like when you stop eating carbs and then your body, it's almost like the Atkins diet. It's like you stop eating carbs and your fucking body just like eats its own fat or some shit. And then you fucking look like a crackhead in like a month like KP does.
This is selling.
No, I'm just saying though, ketosis. Google it.
Keep throwing that word out.
That's what it's called. It's like the ketosis diet.
Yeah, 5 times you said it. You getting a kickback every time you say ketosis?
I thought about doing it.
Well, maybe I'll do it too. Anyway, I eat grains in the morning. I eat oatmeal in the morning because they say that will absorb the acid all day long.
Yeah.
So I eat either whole wheat toast in the morning, and then I have my coffee, and I got no heartburn, no nothing. So I've changed my diet as much as I can right now, and I just got to go get looked at and see if there's anything really serious going on. But I haven't had chocolate in 20 days.
20 days?
Mm-hmm.
Not even like hot chocolate?
What was the second word in that sentence?
No, I know, but I thought that because you drink it, it's different. I'm just saying, it's not like a hard lump.
You want to know when he talks about his dad saying the doctor said I can't drink, but that's just brown stuff.
Nah, but I'm just saying, though, it's like water and it's not like real chocolate. You know what I mean? But you get the chocolate sensation.
It's chocolate.
I know, but it's not like a piece of chocolate that your stomach's really trying to digest. It's like it's liquid chocolate. It's nice.
I haven't tried it.
All right. You're missing out. All right. Okay, let's go down the list. Oh, that guy Chris who did ask the penis question did have another question. He said, I think I got a good one, or maybe not. When you travel and take a long car ride with other comedians from one place to the next, what kind of talk comes up during the drive?
Oh, what does come up? Well, it depends.
We usually talk about other people we don't like. And then,
like with us, with me and you, we talk about everything because we know each other for a long time. So it's not just comedy.
We basically do a podcast without the microphones.
Yeah, just listen to every podcast that we put out, and that's what we do. We talk, we drive. But if I'm driving with a comic that I just know is a comic, most of the time we'll talk about clubs, bookers, other comedians.
Yeah, we talk about the business a lot because it's such a weird thing to navigate. So we're always
stories,
stories and shit. But yeah, we talk comedy. Okay, next one.
Dude,
what's up?
Yeah,
what's up? All right.
Schubert was telling me.
Schubert was what?
I was talking about a comedy story. He was sitting around, and Schubert said he told a story on Mark Maron's show on What the Fuck about when he worked the door, and he fucked Roseanne Barr.
Oof.
Yeah, this is back in the 80s when she wasn't as oof.
Oh, okay.
Maybe. I don't even know. But he banged her, and then when he was on Last Comic Standing, she was a judge.
Wow.
Now, when they banged, apparently she was married and had 3 kids, so it was supposed to be hush-hush.
Right.
And at the time, he didn't tell anybody. But when he did Mark Maron's show, they talked about it because him and Mark both worked the door together.
Supposed to be hush hush. Usually that's how it goes when you're married with 3 kids and banging doormen. I hope you don't mind. Can we have this hush hush?
But it was unsaid, unspoken then.
Unspoken, yeah.
And then, I guess in 2010, when he did Maron, he talked about it because him and Maron knew the story. It's like me and you right now talking. We know each other forever. I'm going to tell you, I remember that time? And they talked about it. And then he did the show. And he's like, when he went out there on stage, he goes, I couldn't even look at the judges. He goes, I was performing to the right side of the room. He's like, I couldn't even look over at her.
Oh, no. Yeah, because that story was out there.
Yeah, it was out there.
Well, he moved on, though, pretty good. My friend Billy says it's also hush hush when she's 380 pounds.
She was 365.
Oh, okay. So it was when early in her career. Before that extra 15, it made it look strange.
Before she blew up.
Did you just do a pun, you fucking hackosaurus?
Me?
Yeah.
No, I meant blew up as in 15 pounds.
Okay. I thought you were. Yeah, right.
No. Fucking pun. Where? 115 fucking podcasts. When have I punned?
Apparently just now.
I did not. You misread that. Go ahead, the next question.
Okay. I got to get back to it because my fucking... I
don't even know the details of why.
Okay. Next question was from our very Luisa Blanco. She sent us a lot of questions.
She's awesome.
Yes. She said, how was Mike's son's trip to L.A.? Any issues? That's from a story from last week that Mike told on last week's podcast. Louisa wants an update.
Well, he wound up staying extra time, 3 extra days. Never told me how he made that happen. Didn't really talk to me the whole trip. Didn't respond to any of my texts, really. Maybe like 3 of them. Mm-hmm. Got back home Saturday and hasn't really talked to me. Asked me if we can go for dinner. And I told him I'm away. He goes, all right, when you come back, we'll go for dinner. And that's the story. He never called me. If he was in trouble, I think I would have been the last phone call. Because he wanted to be, he doesn't want to hear the I told you so conversation. I mean, you don't want to be like, Dad, can you send me money? I'm like, hey, I told you so. I could have it to you right now. But according to your brilliant plan, I got to go put money on fucking PayPal and send it to your friend via fucking courier pigeon. Right?
Courier pigeon. So there you have it, Louisa. Mike.
But I haven't talked to him. I think he wants to move there. My daughter said he wants to move to L.A.
See, I wish I did at his age.
Oh, yeah, man.
You know what I mean? I had friends that moved to L.A. when I was in my 20s, and I was like, nah, I stayed back. And because you always think everything's like forever. Like, I can't go to L.A. I fucking got family here. And then they came back in 3 years. They had like the best time. I'm like, I could have went for 3 years. Like if they would have said, like, hey, you want to go to L.A. for 3 years? I'd probably been like, let's fucking go.
Right.
But I was such like a, nah, I'm not going to go to L.A. for.
Yeah, I think it was a great move. I would miss him because I love my son. I love my daughter. I love them being close to me. I want to see them. I text them all the time. Like, I just want to be around them.
Yeah.
As much as I possibly can before I die. Mm-hmm. So him in LA would be sad for me, but that's the dad part. On the creative side, I'd be like, yeah, man, fucking do LA, bro. Because he's not a comedian. He wants to be in film. He wants to be. He wants to edit. He wants to shoot. You know.
That's where you got to go.
He wants to shoot video. He wants to edit music. He wants to do photography. So
that's where most of the business is.
Trade school.
Yeah.
You know.
That's where most of the business is, and you got a place to stay when he goes. You can go hang in LA with your son, do some spots. Crash at your son's couch. Be like, yo, Mike, you go to LA, bro.
Get your shit established, then I'll come out.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. Okay, we have one more question that was submitted. I don't understand it, but I'll read it anyway. From Paul Logan, comedian. He says, no more satin dolls. What gives?
He's a Jersey City guy?
Let's see where I think.
Oh, Satin Dolls is.
The dance club, the Bada Bing. Yeah, I never went to that. I know they're shutting it down.
Oh, they are?
Yeah, it was a big article the other day. They're shutting it down. Like, you know, the dude's fucking involved with the mob. Yeah, whatever.
Oh yeah, okay, that makes sense.
But I've never. I remember always driving by knowing it's the Bada Bing, and I'm like, I should just go because Sopranos is one of my all-time favorite shows, but I just never did.
You never been in it at all?
No, I just because I never think about it because I'm just always like passing it, like going to the city or going to Bananas or something. You're like, oh, there's the Bada Bing. Right.
Yeah.
I don't know, like as you know, I've been in a relationship for so long, and like it's like I'm like it's just it's not like a thing. I'm older. It's just like not a thing I think about. Like, let me go to.
I've been to it probably 3 or 4 times before it was on the show.
Yeah.
And then like 2 times after it was the Bada Bing. Mm-hmm. But I haven't been, I drive past it every single day, 2 times a day. But I haven't been to it in years.
So that was all our listener questions that I asked for. I never ask for questions typically on a post. So
that's good though, man.
No, it was good. It was nice. Get some good shit. So you're at the Borgata right now. How's it going down there at the Borgata? Good shows?
If you listen back to that little clip right there.
Yeah. I'm trying to change the subject.
Watch. I never really asked any questions, but it was cool asking questions. You're at the Borgata. How's it going down at the Borgata?
I know it was very fucking hacky ass radio DJ. I don't know why. I was like, let's just move on to. It
was good though.
To what we've been up to, comedy wise.
You said the Borgata like 3 times, didn't like that.
I said the Borgata 3 times. I said you're at the Borgata. How's things going down there?
How's it going at the Borgata?
At the Borgata. Okay, I said it twice.
All right.
proper way of saying things. Before we get into that, I just want to remind people that are listening live, please go subscribe to the audio feed of this podcast because that's where our stats that matter count. You know what I mean? Like they count those stats. That's what matters for us
please.
For sponsorship and stuff. So go to Laughable App, iTunes, or iHeartRadio, search All in Our Heads podcast, and subscribe. Even if you watch us live in here, just give us those numbers. So, okay, back. Borgata. 3 times. Now go.
Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Let's see. So Sunday was pretty nice sized crowd. They were fun. Monday night they were a fun crowd too. Monday night was a decent sized crowd. Tuesday night was a lighter crowd. They were okay. Energy was a little weird. But they were okay. Like so far, the 3 shows have been okay.
Are they filling up that big room or?
Sunday, 60% full, 70% full.
That's not
Monday,
bad.
probably 50, 60% full. And last night would have been about 40% full, but they let them sit up top.
Oh, so like in a balcony or?
Yeah, they let them go up. So it was just like,
so
kind of made it. That's why the energy was off.
That's so weird, man. I've done that where you're performing some sort of theater and it's like it's dead, but they let people sit way in the back. It's like, why? Let them.
Yeah, no.
Nah, that's extra money. Those upfront tickets. It's like, but no one's coming in.
Yeah. So So it was okay. Last night's show was okay. I mean, it was okay. I felt good. And then the second comedian, Mike, went up. Mike Katrovas is his name. He went up, and the energy was just off, and he knew it too. It was off. It was an off group. And then Jimmy went up, and before Schubert even got to the microphone, somebody yelled out, "Schubert!" And he was like, "All right,
yeah,
relax." And then it just was off from that point on. And he normally closes with a bit, and the guy on the sound knows to start the music when he's at the end of his bit. However, he closed with it early. I mean, he did the bit earlier than his closing. So the guy played the music, and he still had 5 minutes left on the clock. So they put the music on, like, he's like, whoa. I still got 5 minutes left on the clock over here. What the fuck are you doing? So then they stopped the music, and people were getting up and saying, nah. So Jim just starts saying, I got 5 fucking minutes. So, but they were a rough crowd. They were shouting and stuff. So he does another minute. He's like, 4 minutes left. And he gets, and then he goes, before he gets to 3, some guy in the back's like, 3 minutes. And Jimmy just laughed. He's like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm leaving 3 minutes on the clock. I'm out of here.
That reminds me, there was a question that was posted to us after last week's episode, but we already signed off. Louisa asked that it was, how do you guys feel about people shouting at shows, like even if it's a woohoo, like type of heckle?
No need.
No need.
It's unnecessary. I mean, it's just, as much as you might think you're supporting or having fun, it doesn't help.
No.
It just never helps.
It doesn't.
Never. Even if I'm talking to you and you try to be creative, it's just not helping.
Yeah. That's like that clip I posted from this past weekend. The woman, I'm doing jokes, and it's a good show, man. It's like a Wednesday night, place is packed, and
right.
And I was ignoring her the whole time. She's like one of those where I'll be telling a story, but she's acting like it's just between me and her.
Yes,
like
it's innocent.
Like I'll be like, yeah, I got hit as a kid. Oh, I did get hit as a kid. It was very, they really needed to do that back then. You're like, why are you saying all those words to me? You know what I mean? And then I had to fucking shut her down. If you go to my Instagram or Facebook page, I posted a video of it. Of the audio. It's just the audio of me telling her to shut the fuck up nicely. Because it was just...
You told someone to hit her. Sir, can you hit her?
Yeah, I told her boyfriend to hit her because it was just... Because I was talking about hitting kids at the time, so it fit to hit, tell him to hit her. But, man, she was sauced. Just sauced. It was fucking...
No, yeah, you could hear it.
And the one night this weekend, I must not have hit my button fully down, so my recorder wasn't recording. I had this dude in the front who just decides, he starts yapping to me, and I go, what are you saying? And he's just like, he's drunk, and he just goes like, I'm like, what? And he starts Fred Flintstone, because remember when Fred Flintstone and I'm like, I just let him tell this whole Fred Flintstone story. I just let it sit, and I just go to the rest of the crowd. I'm like, what the fuck is going on there? He's like, I'm sorry, it's your show, not my show.
Yeah, oh, there you go.
And then this lady goes, fuck that Fred Flintstone guy. And I'm like, this is going to be the weirdest show to describe when I get home to my wife. What happened? Well, 2 tables fought over Fred Flintstone. I never thought that would happen in 2017.
Yeah.
But it's just unbelievable, man. It's just like alcohol. Just fucking. It's like I don't know, man. It's just like enough with your Like, how are you a grown person? Like, I can understand like a young kid. Like if like I hear a yapping drunk in the crowd, it's like a girl or a guy in their 20s. They haven't really figured out how to drink yet. They're not,
Right.
But like you're like over 30 years old, and this woman had to be in her late 40s, early 50s. It's like, you haven't figured out how to not yap when you're drunk by now?
Right.
Like, you haven't become a distinguished alcoholic? I mean, I don't know. I don't get it.
Yeah. So to answer Louise's question,
no, we don't like it.
Not even a little bit.
I like a woohoo if like I'm gonna get introduced. If you want to say that, hey woohoo.
When I say goodnight.
Once I start talking,
no words are needed.
No words are needed.
Ever. No words are ever needed. Anybody who's ever been to a comedy show who at the end of the show comes up to the comments and says, I was trying to help you out, you're a fucking asshole. Not needed. No words are needed. No noises are needed. You know what's needed? Total focus, and if you think it's funny, laugh. That's it.
That's it.
You know, when I used to host shows, I used to say, no talking, none. Not keep your table talk to a minimum. Keep it to a 0. No talking.
Right.
Focus on the show. And if you give us the perfect environment for us to tell our jokes, I guarantee you we'll do our best. I'm not telling them to laugh, because some hosts are like, your job is just to laugh. No. Your job is to sit there and listen, and my job is to make something funny enough for you to laugh at.
Right. Yeah, if you don't laugh.
I'm just asking you to give me that atmosphere. Give me the atmosphere to where I can present my jokes and you can laugh at them.
Mm-hmm.
Do not make it hard talking, yapping to your friends about something you did yesterday or talking about the topic I just brought up. Like, I went to the gym. Bro, I went to the gym last week. No. You're now stepped on 10 of the words that are going to make the punchline funny. And when I get to the funny punchline and I say it and 10 people laugh, you look at me like, what are they laughing at? That wasn't even funny. Because you stepped on 10 words of the joke.
Yeah.
You dumb fuck. That's why it's not funny.
Dude, one time
they heard the jokes.
One time I yelled at there was a table. I was at Uncle Vinny's and there was this table in the back. It's going good, and it just started yapping. I go, hey, what the fuck is going on back there? Why the fuck are you guys talking? They're like, we were just saying how funny that last joke was, and she says you're cute. I'm like, oh, I get carry on. I feel like I can't be mad at you for that.
You know what because you always get that. I think sometimes it's authentic that they're saying, oh, we just say how funny you are. I think sometimes
no, you can tell when it's authentic. Listen, if it stinks, like if it's a tough crowd and you're not doing well and that word comes out, or just telling how funny you are, it's like that's sarcastic.
Or just deflective, like you won't beat on them.
Right.
Talking.
Right.
But I've had people say it real, like, oh, I was just talking about how funny you are. And I'm like, you don't have to talk about it. You can just listen and laugh.
Yeah. I mean, even if they're lying, I like those lies. I like that when you tell me I'm cute and funny. Lie to me, baby. Lie to me.
But we don't need to discuss it. This isn't a discussion group.
No. Well, I called it out. That's why. Yeah. But I've seen that. I've seen that where, like, do you ever hear someone, like, repeat your joke? Like, they liked it, and they go, he said, You're like,
yeah.
All right, I guess I can't yell at them. They did.
You can't, but now the next joke, guaranteed that table doesn't get it.
Yeah.
Because they just stepped on the fucking premise.
Do you ever have a joke get better because someone stepped on you? I was thinking about that the other day. Like you do a joke a certain way, and you have like a setup for it that's whatever length it is, but then like someone steps on it, and you almost have to trim it to like make the joke work, and you're like, wow, that was like a pot. That heckle made me realize I don't need to say all those fucking words. Like I've had that happen where like something happens where it's like, all right, this fucking.
I've had it happen where their heckle happened to just fit in to where the joke would almost not require a heckle, but it actually worked out perfect. So the punchline is that much funnier,
right?
Because of the interaction,
right? Yeah,
you know what I mean, like if I'm talking about a husband and wife arguing on the couch, and right before I get to the punchline, a woman says something like, "Not at my house," and then I'll go, "Set you on fire." Like it just sets, like the punchline is even better,
right?
You know what I mean? That's happened before, but I much prefer no speaking. I just want no talking.
No talking. So that's your answer, Louise. If you go see Mike or me, just shut up. No,
No. Shut up.
She.
She.
No, she's
I don't want to give it a thing. Like
no, we don't. It's a comedy
all
podcast.
Our fans would love to come and laugh and smile. Give us a little wave when you see us off the stage. That's awesome stuff. During the hour that I'm on stage, shut the fuck up. I don't care if you like me.
Exactly. And that's a great way to end this podcast. This has been a good one. Nice hour and a half podcast. Shut the fuck up. I have nothing to promote for the rest of this year. I am showless. I may go putz around and try and do some small spots and work on some stuff, but I just want to promote the podcast. Help us get more subscribers, people. Tell people about us. Teach them about podcasting. Download one of the apps, Laughable app, iTunes, iHeartRadio, and subscribe and help us get more downloads. You have anything coming up, Mike, you want to promote?
I'm just here at the Borgata till Friday, and I think I'm off Saturday. Nothing before our next podcast. Nothing to really talk about.
Awesome. Well, everybody, thanks. For people that submitted questions, thank you. We're going to put out more posts like that. But if you want, send Mike a message or me a message with any comments or anything, topics you want us to discuss. We like that. You know what I mean? Helps. Yes. I thought it was a nice little different aspect of the podcast this week.
Yeah, I like it.
So, everybody, thanks for listening. Thanks for downloading. Thanks for watching live on Facebook. You've been listening to All in Our Heads.